The ancient Egyptians used to build their pyramids and tombs on the west bank of the river Nile. That's because they believe they are going to be born on the east bank of the Nile like the sunrise, and buried on the west bank like the sunset. The Great Pyramid, considered to be the pyramid number 5, had been built in Egypt so far, after the Step Pyramid of Saqqara, Maidum Pyramid in Fayum, and the 2 pyramids of Senefru in Dahshur, the Bent Pyramid and the Red Pyramid. The Great Pyramid is not only one of the 7 wonders of the Old World, but it's also the only surviving one of them. It was built 2560 years BC. It takes around 20 years to be built by 100,000 workers. A lot of scholars thought before that Giza pyramids built by slaves, but this is totally wrong. In 1990 AD, we had discovered the cemetery of the workers, which was located just few steps to west side of the Great Pyramid. How close they are, showing us how the king honored them to be buried in the royal cemetery. Also, the scholars discovered much evidence about that they got paid, and also they had medical care as their work was so dangerous. During the time of the Nile flood, a lot of farmers didn't work. So the king started to give them chances to work in building his pyramid instead. So this is considered to be the first solution for unemployment in the history. The Great Pyramid original height is 147 meters, which made it to be the tallest building in the whole world for almost 39 centuries, till Lincoln Cathedral, built in the 14th century. It was allowed before to climb the Great Pyramid. Even some of the people take it as a sport. Fnawi Abdelnabi, he scored of the fastest record in climbing the pyramid in 6 minutes and 40 seconds. But at the end of the last century, they stopped it to keep the tourists safe and the pyramid as well. It's not the tallest building anymore, but since it was built and it's still the heaviest building in the whole world, weighs 6 million tons. It consists of 2.3 million blocks of stone, each weighs from 1 ton to 70 tons, all of them made out of limestone, and the interior made out of red granite comes from Aswan, 850 kilometers south of Giza. The pyramid used to have highly polished smooth white casing made of limestone covering all of it. Some still survive on some of the pyramids, and some resources say its top was covered by pure gold with the polished stones, reflect the sunlight that the Egyptians called the pyramid Akhet, meaning the glorious light. One of the reasons made the ancient Egyptians choose the pyramid shape for their tombs cause it looked like the sun rays. So the pyramid is linked between the body which will be on the earth inside the pyramid and the soul which will fly to the God. The 3 pyramids of Giza were built for 3 kings from the same royal family, father, son, and grandson. And they were perfectly aligned with the constellation of Orion. And the sides of pyramid is oriented to the 4 main directions, and it shows us that the ancient Egyptians discovered the true north, not the magnetic one. The Great Pyramid don't have 4 sides as a lot of us know. Each side from the 4 is divided into 2 sides are inclined to the middle, so it forms 8 sides at the end, and it can appear with the sunlight. The main entrance of the pyramid, which located in the north, was inclined by a certain angle to make the corridor look to the northern star, as they believe it is a waiting area for the soul of the king till will come back again to his body. The ancient Egyptians usually buried their dead on a high area just outside the Nile Valley, and the main reason of this is to keep it away from the Nile flood. A lot of people by mistake think the Great Pyramid is the one in the middle, but it's not true. This is King Khifren Pyramid, the son of King Kheops, the owner of the Great One. King Khifren Pyramid seems that it is the highest only because it is built on the higher land. The interesting thing is that with all our technology nowadays, we cannot solve all the mysteries of the Great Pyramid.